like after motivational speaking. So,
Gotcha.
so trying to put myself in the fire. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing we do. We can consider this motivational speaking, right, brothers? Y'all think we motivating people, man, that they can do better? I said, but the thing about the Bible is it's talking to specific people. Give me Deuteronomy 29:1. Because most of our people, we grew up in church, but we never actually went into the Bible to see what it's talking about.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse number 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
What are our people?
Robbed and spoiled.
What are the blacks and Hispanics?
Robbed and spoiled.
Hey man, our people are robbed and spoiled, man. But they happy with the cares of this life. They think that going to a Hispanic festival is cool. Going to the Frizz show in Tower Grove, man, thinking that that's cool, man. Hey man, this is the people trying to be appeased by a gift, man. Didn't the Lord say that a gift destroyed the heart? Why are y'all turned up for failure, man? Out here celebrating failure. Out here being glad to be called a damn byword and a proverb, man.
Right.
Hey, where is our people dignity, man? Didn't our people used to be kings? Didn't they used to be princesses? And what is going on, man? I love people. Our people love walking around just in a low estate, calling themselves whatever the damn white man want to call them, man.
Right.
Being satisfied with $1. Hey man, the dollar got the damn white man face on it, man.
Right.
What's to be happy about that, man? The fact you got to wake up at 6 o'clock every day. You only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Right.
Damn alarm clock go off. You got to wake up, rub your eyes, man, just to go clock in for a damn man to tell you, hey, your work is unsatisfactory. What you did yesterday, I ain't cool with, man.
Right.
And then you check your email, and then it's the IRS saying, hey, you owe back taxes, man. and then just to find out, oh, you paid your taxes on your house, but then the government goes, oh, well, you ain't paying them this year, man. We taking your house, even though your grandma paid it off 35 years ago, man.
Right.
Because that still ain't yours, man. Give me Baruch 3:8.
It's the book of Baruch.
Chapter 3 and verse number 8, and it reads, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
But brother, we free.
We are yet this day in our captivity.
We can do whatever we want.
We are yet this day in our captivity.
Brother, the pastor said we got free will.
We are yet this day in our captivity.
Hey, behold, you are yet this day in your captivity, man. But all praises to the Most High God, we see the curses reversing, man.
Right.
Got Esau out here walking around with a backwards hat like he damn Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something,
Right,
man.
madness.
Hey, with no shoes on. Hey, what's going on, sister? You know who you are in these last days? Who are you?
Latoya.
And what would your nationality be, Latoya? What is a child of God?
She said, Christian.
Do a child of God walk around with their damn yams out and fake hair in their head, man?
Right.
Do a child of God walking around smelling like yesterday buttocks, man?
Right.
Does a child of God walk around with eyelashes looking like goddamn umbrellas on their faces, man?
Brother, you got a minute for
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you listening and you walking away, brother? That's madness. That double-minded. Give me that. Give me James 1:8, man. What the hell is wrong with our people, man? Bug the hell out, man.
Chapter 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man.
A what?
A double-minded man.
No, I'm listening, but I'm walking away.
A double-minded man.
I know who I am.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
No, he know exactly what he's talking about.
Is unstable in all his
Hey,
ways.
man, you're unstable in all your ways, man. Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
And the yellow.
Man, I know you see me, man. I know you hear me. Over here with the damn banana yellow jacket on, trying to act like you don't hear nobody. Come on, man. Hey, we call you every day, man. Eventually, you gotta listen, brother.
Right.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
Right.
I'm calling you every day.
Yeah, it ain't even me. It's the Lord calling you. He telling you, hey, brother, wake up out of your sleep, man. Give me Romans 13:11, man.
You gonna die.
What's wrong with our people?
Book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And It's like, and that knowing the time, and that now it is high time.
It is what?
It is high time.
It is what?
It is high time
What?
to awake out of sleep.
No, to stay sleeping.
To awake out of sleep.
No, a little slumber, a little sleep, a little fold of the hands.
To awake out of sleep.
Right.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Hey man, but our people don't believe that they gonna get saved.
Right.
I bet you if you told them that everybody gonna get saved, they'd be happy as hell with that. Walking around shucking and jiving. Acting like damn Charleston White being happy with captivity, man.
Right.
But you tell your people, hey man, you a king. You chosen people, man. Man, our people don't care about that, man.
Ben Carson said that the slavery was the best thing to happen to the so-called black people.
Man, I just heard a Charleston White interview the other day. He said slavery was a choice. Brothers gotta stop listening to Kanye West, man.
Right.
Kanye don't know what he's talking about. Kanye is a slave. He's so much of a slave that he lost all his money. The richest so-called black man in the country, and they took all his money. For what? For saying one thing, promoting one thing?
Right.
For not even knowing what he's talking about for real, because he say we the 12 tribes of Judah. Judah is one damn tribe.
Right.
But yeah, he just thinking that he just said that we come from the tribes, man. And what happened? They took everything from them, man. They took everything from our people. Hey, so you believe we still in captivity? You ain't doing nothing on the phone. I don't know why you acting like it. He's mad. Give me that. Give that Jeremiah 17:4.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17. It's like
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, and verse number 4. And thou, even thyself,
I said that who?
and thou, even thyself,
Right.
shall discontinue from thine heritage.
What our people do?
Shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To do what?
To serve thine enemies.
To pay taxes.
To serve thine enemies.
To work a 9 to 5.
To serve thine enemies.
To have a contract.
To serve thine enemies.
Hey, what's going on, young brother? You know what today is? Today is the day you find out your nationality, man.
Right.
Today is the day you find out who God's chosen people was. You ever read the Bible? What's your favorite part of the Bible? What you got? Favorite chapter? Favorite prophet? You just started. What you reading? Oh yeah. Just picking some good stuff. You ever heard of Moses? I'm gonna tell you something that Moses did. You familiar with the most popular thing that Moses did when he freed the Israelites out of captivity? I'm gonna read you something that happened after that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Yeah.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
All right, now this is something that's a prophecy. This is prophetic. You know what that means? Like a prophecy is something that came to pass that you were forewarned about. Like if I told you that you was about to walk up the street, as soon as you turn the corner, you was gonna meet a dude with a red jacket on. He's gonna hand you a bag that had $1 million in it, and then you walked up there and it happened. That's prophetic. That means I told you and it came to pass. Bring it up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now you already know that you said that the sea got split and the Israelites got out of captivity. So the Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt prior to this. Go ahead.
It's like with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
All right, so the Egyptian captivity was a captivity that happened a long time ago. So Moses is talking about another captivity that would happen by the way that people were going to slavery by ships. You know what people that went into captivity by the way of a ship or a boat in history? Yeah, see, a couple weeks ago, we had a young brother tell us that they took that out of the textbooks. They didn't teach them that in school anymore. But let me see, we got that poster out here still. I think that's the one that got took off. Well, anyway, the so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans are the ones that went into captivity by the way of ship, because we weren't from the Americas originally. We weren't from North America. We weren't from South America. We weren't from Canada. You know, we were from land far away. Bring that up.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
And when we came off of those slave ships, we were sold unto our enemies. Do you have any idea who we may have been sold to when we came off the slave boats? I give you a quick hint. They run everything around here. They run the media. They own all the record labels. They own all the NBA, the NFL, anything you see like that. They own the banks. Y'all had no idea? All right, give me Psalms 83.
The Psalms, chapter 83. And verse number 3.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
He said, so this is another thing that we were forewarned about. Said that all these other nations would come against the children of Israel. So all these other nations, they are confederate. And I'm gonna let you know now, the top man that's on that Confederacy list would be the so-called white man. They run everything, because even when you look at what we know of as Africa today, they even run in that. They have military bases in every country you go to. They own the what do you call them, the Air Force. So they the ones that's making sure you ain't just flying the plane in the air. They own the Navy, the Coast Guard, so you can't just buy a boat and just go out into the ship anywhere. Everything is monitored by these people. Go ahead.
God. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel,
That the who?
that the name of Israel,
No, that the black man.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right.
For they have consulted together with one consent, and they are confederate against thee.
I said, so I can't remember exactly, but every so often they have what's called a UN meeting, where they have a leader from all the nations of people sit at a table and they make decisions for the rest of the world. Said that all of these people just so happen to be confederate against the children of Israel, against the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
Because we don't have a person that is sitting at that UN table. The most popular black person that you may know of is who? Probably Jay-Z, maybe NBA Youngboy. Maybe Cardi B, Cardi B. Maybe hey, who else? Who's one of the famous people that you look up to? You don't have none? You ain't got a favorite actor, rapper, anything? Gotcha. But anyway, no matter how high of a stature these people are, they don't get to make any decisions for us. So even with voting, the people that we had to vote for, they're not our people. 9 times out of 10. So go ahead and finish that up.
God. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and Hagarenes.
So these are all different people. With the Edomites being the so-called white man, you got Ishmael being the Arabs. You know, these people, they're in our communities, but they're not actually there helping our people. They're not going through the same curses as our people are. Because if you gotta go to the Arabs, what's the number one thing you gotta go to the Arabs for? Like, for instance, that restaurant right there on the corner, Pops, that's owned by Arabs. So they're not the ones that's in these bad neighborhoods with us. They're the ones that we have to go when we want to go get some hot wings, want to go get some cheese fries, go get a hot plate. Right. These are things you got to go through. These are people you got to go to for that. Right. You got Chinese food. And where's the black food? There's no such thing as black food. Right. No such thing as African American food. Right. We may have soul food, but that's just the slops that we was given when we were on the plantation in slavery. Right. So with these things, so this is letting us know who the people are that is God's chosen people, who are the Israelites. So when you and your mom are reading the Bible, I want you to get a clear understanding that these are our people. These are our forefathers and foremothers that we're reading about. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. I'm gonna show you what God said about the Israelites.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
Have done what?
Have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
A special people unto himself. So that word holy means set apart, which means that we're different than everybody else on the world. Go ahead.
Above all people.
Above all people. So no more marching for freedom. No more saying that we equal with these people when we're above all of these people. Go ahead.
It's like above all people upon the face of the earth.
Right. Hey family, y'all hear that verse right there? So that's God saying that the Israelites, which are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that we above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So with that, Why do you think that we're in a low condition? If the Lord said that we would be above all people on the face of the earth. What do you think? Say, give me Deuteronomy 28:15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy to the 28 and verse number 15. It reads, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
What?
all these curses.
Now, you familiar with what a curse is? What's a curse? You think it's a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Bring that out again.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
I said, so the Lord said that a bunch of curses would come upon the Israelites and it would overtake them. I mean, it'd be weighing so much on them that they wouldn't be able to come out of those conditions. And the book of Deuteronomy 28, it has a bunch of curses that happen to our people. And some of those curses are even outside of Deuteronomy 28. Give me 17 and 4.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
And one of those curses would be that we would discontinue from our heritage. That's why our people have no idea where they actually came from. We believe our history starts just in 1619 when we became slaves. But it was actually before that. You know, we were rulership. You know, school might teach you that we were just swinging from trees like Tarzan or something. But we are actually kings. Believe it or not, when you get into these scriptures, you're going to see that we had kings that was at 8 years old. Can you imagine an 8-year-old being a king? When you got to answer to somebody that's only 3 feet tall, 4 feet tall. He giving out orders, telling brothers what they need to do. But when people are in rulership, that's how the world is ran. Say, because this world needs to be ran by wisdom and not wisdom of this world. It needs to be wisdom that comes from the Most High God. Because the Lord said that wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get all wisdom, and with that wisdom, you'll get understanding. Bring that up.
God. Slacking. And thou shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Say, like that, man. Hey, our people got a short attention span. Lord willing, Lord willing, we're planting the seed. Brother might have learned something. He go home and probably have a talk with his mom.
Rise up.
Hey, it's all of the Lord, man. What you got?
John 7 and 49. But this people who know not the law, but this people who knoweth not the law are cursed.
Or what?
Are cursed.
No, they blessed.
Are cursed.
Hey, man, our people cursed because they don't know the law. Hey, what's your ethnicity, man?
Hermano, uno momento, la Biblia.
See that? Brother Happy, we're working at Posse. Oh, yeah, he look forward to dragon wings on a daily basis, man. Go ahead and bring that up.
Read it again. Yeah. It's the book of John 7 and 49. But this people who knoweth not the law are cursed.
Oh, what?
Are cursed.
Hey, man, these people are cursed. They think that this is life. They're like, it can't get no better than this. Hey, man, how can it not get better than this? Our people have no idea who they are. They walking around with other nations. They smoking hookah, smoking weed, walking hand in hand with their oppressors, thinking that riding a motorcycle is the best thing that ever happened to them, man. Not knowing that they living in low conditions.
Right.
This is a curse, man.
Right.
To having to even pay for gas on a daily basis is a curse. You got to pay taxes. Like I was saying earlier, you got to wake up and go to a job every day. Even if you own your own business, you still got to go to these people and one of all things, man. All your product, you got to get through them. You got to do a bank deposit. Hey, IRS getting on you. Talking about, hey, man, you made too much.
All right. Got precept.
Who's that?
This is the book of Sirach to the 32 and verse number 23. And it reads, in every good work, trust thy soul.
Do what?
Trust thy own soul. For this is the keeping of the commandments.
Right. I say, man, if you got this word, that kind of manifesting in your mind, you meditating on a daily basis, man. Hey, that thing is what bring a quote unquote good conscience, man.
Right.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
All praises. All praises.
What's going on, brother? What's your name, man?
Well.
Well, nice to meet you, King. I'm Azza. Say, you know what we out here doing?
Yep.
So we giving our people the words of life.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. You ever read the Bible at all?
Yeah.
What do you get from the Bible? Like, what's the number one thing you learn from it?
Well, for me, God. That's what it is. God's instruction and obedience.
Right.
That's basically what it's telling you. You know what I'm saying?
If you was telling somebody that they needed to be obedient to God, what would that look like?
Trusting in faith.
Yeah.
But a little more than trusting in faith, like, I don't want to say fasting, because that can mean different things, different people, different environments, or whatever like that. But getting out there, like the motivation speaking. So
Gotcha.
I'm trying to put myself in the fire a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
That's one thing we do. We can consider this motivational speaking, right, brothers? Y'all think we motivating people, man, that they can do better? I said, but the thing about the Bible is it's talking to specific people. Give me Deuteronomy 29:1. Because most of our people, we grew up in church, but we never actually went into the Bible to see what it's talking about. We may have listened to the pastor. He may have said a couple feel-good verses, did a little dancing around, little jumping, pass around a collection plate, everybody go home. But we actually digging into this Bible, man, seeing what it's talking about. How many pages is in this thing? It's 80 books. It's a lot of things in here outside of just Psalms 23, maybe Psalms 91, Psalms 51 maybe. Little proverbs here and there. Bring it up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant, which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
With the who?
With the children of Israel.
So this is a thing that's written to the children of Israel. Like if I go to your house and then you got some mail in your mailbox, before I knock on the door, I grab all the mail. When I come in, I sit at the table and I just start sorting it out. And I expire, and I look at it and say Wills, and I'm gonna go, what? And just put that in my pocket. Sprint. Yep, put that in my pocket. What's this? Emory? Yeah, put that in my pocket. No, man, it's written to you. You Wales. I'm Ozza. So this book is written to the children of Israel. This book ain't for everybody.
Right.
So we need to actually see what would the message be that the Lord is saying to the children of Israel. Bring me that.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
This is the what?
The book of the commandments of God, and the law that endure forever.
And the what?
And the law that endure forever.
It says, so these are actually laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave to the children of Israel, and they abide forever. A lot of the pastors like to tell us that the law is done away with. But if we actually read in the Bible, we see that until the heaven and earth pass, not one jot or one tittle shall be away from the law. Bring that out for me.
Okay, what you got?
It's the book of John, chapter 7 and verse number 38. He that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said.
Says, so him that believe on the Most High God and have faith through Christ, what?
As the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
And that's not a physical thing. You're not going to read the Bible and then all of a sudden a waterfall just come out your stomach. That living water, that is the Spirit of Christ. That's having faith in the Most High God that he's going to deliver his people. Because believe it or not, God's chosen people have been in a lot of captivities. With being in America is being the last captivity. Well, so actually we gonna see why our people are into captivity. Because I can say that, but if I say that, then would that make sense to you without actually reading the Bible? Said that the Israelites just went to captivity. You can't just take my word for it. We got to speak as the oracles of God. So we're going to see how the Israelites ended up in captivity.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Says, so it's going to come to pass. You familiar with prophecy? Yeah, like if something was told to you and then it actually came to pass, yeah, that's a prophecy. But so an Asian man walking around and we say, hey, did this happen to your people? He said, this is the first time I'm in America. I don't know. He has no idea. But we can talk to our people, and even though they may be young, they still can see that our people are going through these curses. Bring that up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
It said, and thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. So we all know that was happening on the plantations. That the men, they be going lay down. It's dark outside. They come in there, just turn the light on. Out of nowhere, they wrapping up the woman. The slave master is laying down with the woman, producing more children. And what was that term that they called them?
Bed wench.
They called a woman a bed wench because she done had a child by a slave master. So that child actually ends up being that slave master's child. Even though it may be a little melanated, it's still a so-called white man. Yeah, Milano. That's the word I was looking for. Bring that up.
Said, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
Yeah, and if that slave master wrapped her up and then was saying, oh, well, I don't even want y'all to be together now that I laid down with your wife, he sold that woman off to a different state. That's how our people ended up being out of the South, really. You know, a lot of that when we started getting a little bit more freedom that they wanted to start, going to the northern states. But outside of that, they were actually sold off to other plantations. That's why we got last names to this day. Like, what would your last name be? Be what?
Wells.
Oh, see, so that is your last name from the Wells plantation.
See that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bring that up. Yeah, no, thinking well.
Verse 41, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 41 says, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Yeah. So when the mother got sold, the children got sold, the man stuck there. He got to be on that plantation. And now the woman and his children then went off, so now he can't even enjoy his family no more. There is no heritage. Our people weren't walking around a few hundred years ago like how you and your beautiful family are. They didn't actually get to enjoy their children. That's one of the main curses. Give me 37.
Verse 37, Deuteronomy 28 verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all
You familiar
nations.
with what a byword is? Like being a byword would be something that you're not. Like calling us African American, for instance.
Yeah, I got it.
That's two different continents. So you got Africa and you got America. Africa got 50-something countries in it. But they tell us we from Africa, but we don't know where. Like, if you actually meet a real life African, you be like, where you from? He might say West Africa, he may say Nigeria, may say Kenya. They don't just walk around, oh, I'm African. And then you can't just say that you're American because, hey, American is a melting pot. I was like, look at all the people we got in America. You got Edomites walking in America. Those might be Irish, they may be German, we don't know. So just like that, we don't know where our people from. Even like when you look at the chart here, it's got all the 12 tribes of Israel in there. You got the so-called blacks, you got the Hispanics, and you got Native Americans, but we all the same people. You watch Cardinals? The baseball team? Hey, it's a lot of Northern Kingdom on there. But if you look at them, you would think that they was just a quote-unquote African-American. Yeah, they either Puerto Rican or Dominican. I was like, because we all still family. May come in different shades. Like, me and this brother ain't the same color, and me and that brother ain't the same color. But yet, we still the same blood, you know what I'm saying? Our brothers come a little bit lighter than each other, but that's because they're going through these curses. Going through all these different plantations, man, being under these different people, the women being ravished by all these other nations, and us not being there to take care of our children. Give me 54.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54, and it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and
Say, our people used to be tender among each other.
Right.
Brother walking down the street, you'd be like, hey man, I like that hat. I like them shoes. Hey, you do that now, brother might be thinking, hey man, start size you up. Think you're trying to rob him or something. You can't even give a compliment no more. But that's how people used to be. See another brother, you don't even know him, but you dap him up. Hey man, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? How the family doing? How mama them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't even know the brother. That's how we used to be. But it ain't like that no more, because that's one of the curses. Bring it out.
so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Saying the eye is evil toward our brother now. Like we just said, how many times have we done heard around the holidays that you can't even like leave your doors unlocked in your car because they be ramsacking cars just looking for gifts. Are people ready to rob each other now? They selling drugs to each other. They're trying to kill each other off. And those were all things that was planted due to these curses. Keep going.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
So first he would hate himself, he would hate all his brothers, and then they say he would hate his wife. And what happened when you hate your wife? So we end up #1 in domestic calls. And all the police calls you hear about nowadays is a man and a woman getting into it, somebody getting their head bashed in. So when you hate your woman, then what's gonna happen after that?
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children.
So now you hate the children. And what's that famous saying we be seeing all the time on TikTok and stuff? She's like, you look just like your daddy. You act just like your daddy. Yeah, because that's your seed line. And then you end up hating your kids. Now our brother's on child support. You can't afford child support, so now you end up in jail. Give me that in Zechariah. Like, so now you end up not being able to take care of your kids because you couldn't pay the child support, and now you in jail. And then what's your only hope to get out of that? May get a key, may get a little weed here and there, trying to flip that, and now you jammed up with the police. And then this happens.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And who is that? The possessors that get people, they slay them, and then they hold themselves not guilty. What was Michael Brown? What was Trayvon Martin? Say, hey, held not guilty. They killed somebody cold blood on camera. It's on live. Everybody done seen it. And now they go, I ain't guilty. And now the dude that killed Trayvon Martin out there signing bags of Skittles. That's holding themselves not guilty. That's one of the curses. So the curses ain't even only in Deuteronomy 28. It's throughout the whole Bible. Finish that verse up.
It says, let me start from the top. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Right. He said, and now he leave the children, because now he locked up. So now you ain't there to actually provide for your kids no more. The children don't have a positive role model. Like, even when we look at the old TV shows, we had the Huxtables and stuff. You know, they was actually in the house. Had Fresh Prince. You know, Uncle Phil was there. What we got now? We got The Chi, and they ain't nothing but broken households. BMF, nothing but broken households. Yeah, yeah. The mom that had what 2-3 kids, and now she don't even want to be with a man. Now all of a sudden, you go the other way.
Crazy.
That's madness, because this world has made us think that all these things are cool outside of what's actually cool, and that's being there for your children.
Right.
Being there, being a protector of the home, being a provider, loving your family. Bring that out.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And since we rejected the law, statutes, and commandments, because that's what put us into captivity in the first place, said the Lord turned his back on us. So a lot of our people, they love saying, where was the Lord when we was in captivity? He the one put us there. He just said it in those just few verses that we brought out, that the Lord is the one that put these things upon us. So since we didn't listen to the Lord and got put into captivity, what do you think we should be doing now to reverse those curses? Should be listen to the Lord, man. Get a brother a round of
All
applause.
praise to the Most High.
And most of our people don't understand that. They think that we just out here just yelling at people, but we actually showing love to our people, trying to build us back up as a nation. It's the only thing that's going to get us in order. Because just listening to the world, that's not order. Say they tell you that love is love. No, man, loving your sisters, man, that is love. Loving your brothers, telling each other stop shooting each other, stop robbing each other, stop selling drugs to each other, that's love. Ain't no greater love than being out here telling somebody that they need to keep the Lord's commandments.
Right.
I can't tell somebody that they loving their family when the man is in the strip club. I can't tell you that you love your family when you out here selling rocks. Only thing I can say is you love God by loving him, by loving him and keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Give me that, John.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 27. Be of good comfort.
Said, be of good comfort. And this is comforting finding out these scriptures, ain't it? It's a little feel good, ain't it?
It says, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto God, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from God.
So it was our mind. Nobody else made us do these things. It was our minds that wanted to go away from the Lord. Because when you look into these early books in the Bible, our people start going off first with idolatry. And that's one of the top 10. You ever heard of the 10 Commandments? Ain't that the number 1 and number 2 commandments? It's talking about no idols, no graven images, having a God above you. Say that's the main thing that we do, because we idolize money, we idolize celebrities, we idolize white Jesus. You know, all these things that can't save us. If it's a white dude coming back out of the sky to save us, we got another captivity coming, brother.
Right.
It said, for as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
I said, so all the wickedness that we was doing in the world, now we gotta put blessing upon blessing to cover those multitude of sins that we had before. Bring it up.
The book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Do what?
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
So the Lord said, if we love him, we got to keep the commandments. Our people always say, oh, I love God. but on a daily basis, we see that they really don't. Because if they love God, Sexy Red wouldn't be the number one artist. I was like, if we love God, then we wouldn't be listening to NBA YoungBoy. If we love God, we wouldn't be aspiring to be the next basketball player. Because we just signing contracts that are going to get us into a bad spot, really. Because if you become famous, you can't keep the commandments like that. Like you heard about what happened to Kyrie Irving and what happened to Kanye in the past year. It was like Kanye said, we are the Jews, and what happened? He lost his Adidas deal. They stripped his record company. How do you have a record label and they just take it away from you? Because it ain't really yours. We don't own nothing here. And then same thing happened with Kyrie. Only thing he did was share a movie. It wasn't even that he said anything about it. Literally just posted a link. How many times we do that on a daily basis? You on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. You just share something that you saw. Just share a business, and then now you're in trouble. But guess what? They ain't took it off of Amazon. The dude that own Amazon still making money off of it till this day. Yeah, and he's Jewish. The term ish meaning pertaining to. He's not the real Jews. So I'll tell you a major secret. The spoiler alert, we the Jews, brother.
Right.
God, bring that out.
Exodus 28.
Oh, slack.
So I'm going to give you a couple laws. I ain't going to keep y'all out too long. I see the kids kind of getting antsy.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
You familiar with the Sabbath day? Yeah. Well, what do you know of the Sabbath being?
But Saturday.
Yeah, hey, be Saturday. Now, with that, do you think it begins at like 12 a.m., like midnight?
No.
What would you say?
Would it be 12 noon? Would it be 12 noon? Or would it be the whole day period?
I can go into it. Let me show you what it is. It's in the scriptures. Give me Genesis 1.
Wondering what's it for when he made the day.
Book of Genesis.
It's the book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 4, and it reads, and God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
I said, so the day consists off of when it's evening. So that's how you know that it's a new day. Because it can't be midnight. It's literally called middle of the night. So it would be when the sun goes down, that lets you know when the new day is coming in. So Friday, when that sun going down, that's when it becomes Saturday. So that's when it becomes the Sabbath day. And what do we do on the Sabbath day? We rest. See that? All praise to the Most High, man. Brother knows something. The Lord been sending some mighty fish up here lately, man. Bring that.
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work.
So in 6 days, we got to work. So all the way from sundown Saturday, since we know when the day begins now, sundown Saturday, all the way through sundown Friday, you got Friday.
Saturday.
No, I'm saying, so the 6 days.
Oh,
so you got from Saturday when the sun goes down, all the way until Friday when the sun goes down. That's 6 days to do all your work. And then on the 7th, what?
God.
See that?
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So the 7th day is the Sabbath. And you already know what it is, but we still got to explain it just so we sure. Can't be saying anything, guys.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservant, thy manservant, nor thy cattle, nor the stranger that was in thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day.
And how beautiful of a thing is that the Lord said, hey, this 24 hours, don't do nothing. Just chill. And that rest ain't literally just sleeping. You sleep the whole day away. He said that day of rest, you're just not working. You're not doing any buying, not doing any selling. That's the day we get in the scriptures. Like, for instance, like last night, we were out teaching our people. And then, got home, got a little bit of rest, woke up, man, did a little bit of reading, ate something. And then we actually got together for class. class. After class, we come back out here. We out here again until the sun goes down.
Right.
But this is a beautiful thing. This is our way of getting rest. Finally, one day of the week where you ain't pressured to work. But in the world, they tell you, hey, what's that old song like? It's Friday night, just got paid. Hey, you get your check, and what they want you to do? Go hit the club, go hit the hookah lounge. You know what I'm saying? Smoking all your money away. Barely made anything already. That guy 1 to 6 say that we getting wages that's just in a bag with holes, man. It's like holding a bag of money and you just swinging it, just dollars just flying down the street. That's what life is like, man. I'm gonna give you one more law because my time is just about up. Bring it up.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38, and it reads, "Speak unto the children of Israel."
So who's the children of Israel? Who's the children of Israel? So all praise to the Most High.
"Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments."
You familiar with what fringes are? Fringes be what's on every brother's shirt. So whether we got the white ones, whether you got the gold ones like Brother Joshua, you know, it don't matter what color it is. There's one significant thing about them though.
Sorry. "And bid that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations."
So as long as we still generating, as long as our people keep making babies, we got to continue to do this thing, man.
"And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue."
So that's the thing that we all got in common. Every one of them got a ribbon of blue. No matter what color the fringes are, you got purple, green, red, yellow. Hey, they got different stages of it. They even got mint, got baby blue. You make it crafty, you know.
Multicolor.
Yeah, they even got fringes that's multicolored. Got one that's blue, one that's gray. You know, hey, brother, one of his daughters even got some rainbow fringes on her dress. I was like, hey, man, I got to find a way to make that work with a shirt or something, man. Yeah, but it's, no matter what color the fringes are, you just got to have that blue ribbon. And it's a special thing about that blue ribbon. Bring it up.
"And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord."
Why do we wear them?
So you can remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And you can't just be a hearer only, you got to be a doer. So that's to remind you to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to the brother, let him bring it out to you. And with that, I'm giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High God Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach, Wamalak Yahweh Shai, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala.
Overcame Babylon, we Israel, now we girded up. Ever since we came into the truth, we got our birdies up. Eat this Mac, think you funny, watch how it'll burn you up. I live 3 miles down, bout a Sabbath journey up. Esau see us coming up, just watch how we just turn him up. In the kingdom, keep the law, we gon' have them double dutch. Occupy till I come, go ahead and eat this honey up. Anytime I see a blood moon, it got me jumping up.
Esau doing coke, yeah, now he fanny up. I done got my spirit up, now let's just see what's up.